What's up, everybody? It's Friday, 8:55 in the morning. No workout today. Take a day off in between my workouts. But anyway, I wanted to take a little time to address one comment that I got that it kind of made me chuckle a little bit, being that I'm in my 40s now. Um, but it was a comment on my video from my keys to success, and so basically, the comment is, I can't believe this man is so old and is in such great shape. And I'm 24 and have been working out for 5 years and have made no gains. Um, well, whoever you are, I'm sure you've made some gains in those 5 years. So I wouldn't beat yourself up too much, but it just led me to believe, or it led me to make this video uh, in response to being that I'm so old. Well, I'm 41. I wouldn't call that too old. I don't feel like an old man. I've been in the gym, like I said, a long, long time. And you have to remember, natural bodybuilding, it takes time and patience to build a good physique. Unless you're just like genetically gifted, it's going to take the average person many years to develop a pretty high level physique. Um, I wouldn't say I'm like on the upper elite level of natural bodybuilding, but I have been in the Orton Cup. I have placed, I was seventh place, which isn't too shabby, and I would say, I'm above average, and it's taken me quite a long time to build that physique. So if we look at like uh, guys that are in their 40s, even in their 50s, they're the ones that are usually at the top of the sport. And just to throw out some names, I could say Dave Gooden. He's in his 50s, I believe. The guy has developed like crazy. He's still going strong, winning titles, competing. I know he's won some WNBF World Championships. So yeah, he was in his 40s, 50s, doing extremely well. And if we look at Moji Alua, he just won the Yorton Cup, the lightweight championships, and I want to say he's either right at 40 years old or early 40s or maybe late 30s. I'm not too positive, but I know he's not a young guy. He's not in his 20s. Philip Ricardo Jr., another guy, has won some serious championships. Guy's got a crazy physique. He's in his early 40s. Kiyoshi Moody, again, he's in his early 40s, top of the sport. Then if you look at my brother, um, he's 40. He's gonna, yeah, actually he's let's see, I'm 40. He's 46. So he's gonna be hitting the stage again this year, which will make him 47 probably by the time he hits the stage, and he gets crazy shredded. And then myself, I'm 41, been in the gym a long, long time, and so again, the longer you've been in the gym and this natural bodybuilding, the more development you're gonna have. It's just the way it is. You don't see too many guys who walk in the gym and then a year later, 2 years later, they're pro. They're WNBF pros, IFPA pros, NGA pros. It takes quite a while to develop a physique. I will say, though, that with the information and a lot of the research that's being done, uh, guys are getting more in shape faster than they were, let's say, 20, 15 years ago, just because the knowledge is out there. Um, so again, yeah, I know young guys kind of look at like a 24-year-old's looking at a 40-year-old like really old, but the truth of the matter is, if you train hard, you train smart, and you're in the gym for a long period of time, you don't feel old. I don't feel like a 41-year-old. Um, sure, I can't run as fast as I did when I was in my mid to late 20s, but definitely stronger than I was in my mid to late 20s. When I was 40, like last year, August, September, I hit PRs, lifetime PRs in overhead press, squats, deadlifts, and this year projected to even surpass that. So um, just because you're in your 40s doesn't mean you're done or you're not as good as where you were 20s and 30s. If not, you're better because you have such a long background and history of training that you're only going to get better and better with time. So um, if you look at Kiyoshi Moody, like I said, he's in his early 40s. He's looking to win another Olympia title. The guy's he's put in the time, he's put in the training, and he's developed a great body. Now it's just from here on out, it's like he could only improve. He's not gonna start going backwards. I'm sure there's a point in time when, when I hit a certain age where my body's not going to respond as well as it should, or it can. But I'm not even close to that point. I feel healthy, feel strong. So again, this video is just more of like, if you're in your 20s or late teens or even late 20s, mid 20s, you're still relatively new to the sport. Not saying that you don't haven't put no time in. It's just when you get into your 30s and 40s, you're only going to improve that much more. And a lot of times, guys want to say, oh, you have that grainy look, you have that grainy look. Well, a lot of it's gym time. It's being in the gym and training. So you get that muscle maturity, which just basically means muscle development. It's just a fancy way of saying, your muscles are more developed than they were, let's say, 10 years ago, where they didn't look as grainy. It's not due to some special foods that you're eating. You could take a 20-year-old who's been in the gym for a year and have him eat, carrots, brown rice, and whatever else foods you want to say makes them grainy. And then you take a 30-year-old who has 10 years of training under his belt eating the same stuff. Well, the 30-year-old more than likely is going to look more grainy than the 20-year-old just because he's got, 10 more years of training under his belt. So, again, natural bodybuilding, it's not a young man's sport, as far as getting to the high levels. I mean, on occasion, like I said, there's some rare cases where you get some young men that are doing really well in the sport, and I can mention like Valentina Zuga, he's in his 20s, and Ryan Doris in his 20s. Those two guys they're right up there, but I know they bust their ass in the gym, and they've been training probably a few years, so it's not like they're real new to the sport. They still have some time under their belt. So to think what they're going to look like in 10 years from now when they're in their 30s, holy crap, they're going to look probably pretty amazing. So not that they don't look amazing now, but just it's going to be a whole another level at that time. And hopefully, let's see, I'll be 51. So I don't know if I'll be around then and competing, but hopefully I'm still able to train and improve at 51. So yeah, I mean, if Dave Gooden can do it in his 50s, why not? Why not me? So again, that's kind of what this video is just about. It's just addressing the little bit of the age issue and how it doesn't really, being older doesn't correlate to actually being less than in natural bodybuilding, and more times than not, it means you're actually better when you're a little bit older. Uh, it's kind of like wine. You're a fine wine. The older you get, the better you get. So um, that's it. That's my ramble for the day, and I will see if I could come up with something else tomorrow or the next day. But until then, I'm out.